Hello YouTube family. I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update. Forgive me for the background. The lighting in this hotel room is very poor. So I've had to sit here on the floor right under this lamp. So it is bright, but it was the only way that you could actually see my face without this darkness over me. So I apologize. But I did want to update you guys. I am currently 13 weeks and 4 days along. I am already in Reno. I've been in Reno since the 1st of October. My husband's still in Oklahoma, but he's handling the move this time since I handled it last time. But they did pack up our home today, got everything packed, and I believe they're gonna load it all tomorrow, but they should be done, he thinks, by 2 p.m. So that's a lot quicker than we thought they would take. I think they initially gave us 3 days where they would be packing and loading, but it was 4 guys and a driver helping, so they did it very quick. They were efficient, so that's good to hear. That means that they are probably looking at being here to undeliver or unpack, deliver on the Sunday the 12th. We already have our home. We rented another 4-bedroom home. This one has 3.5 baths though, so it has 1 extra bathroom. It has 2 master suites and then 2 regular bedrooms. For it just being John and I most of the time, part-time when my boys come and visit for summer and spring and winter holidays. Yes, it is a big house just for the 2 of us, but you know, we always want to have room for my kids, a guest room for anyone that ever decides to visit, and then in the master suite that we're going to be staying in, it one of the biggest ones I've ever had, and I haven't had many, but one of the biggest ones I've ever had, and it actually has a small little room right on the same level, right off the master, that you can use as an office, you can use as a nursery, you can use it as whatever you want to. So we've decided that it's big enough for us to use as an office and a nursery. So our baby will be not necessarily in the same room, but on the same level, because it's got, you know, your bedroom where your bed and your dressers and chests go, and then it has the bathroom with the shower and the toilet and the sinks, and then in front of that it has like a dressing area, which I've never had that, but in that dressing area it has a big walk-in closet that I will use, and then to the side it has a smaller but still a good sized closet for John to use, and then right past that is where the office nursery is going to be, and it has its own door that you can close or keep open, so you know, I still have that ability to shut it if the baby's awake in the middle of the night and I've got to be up and John has to be sleeping. But anyway, that's a side issue. What I'm just saying is that we found a home, and honestly it was one that originally wasn't on our list of homes we wanted to even look at. I believe John had mentioned it, and I looked at the pictures, you know, that they had on the website, and it didn't show any of the bedrooms. It showed the front of the house and then the kitchen and living area, which was nice. It was nice, but at the front of the house it had this one little piece of, I don't know, it's not siding, I think it's wood siding maybe, but there was this one little piece on, you know, where the front door is at the top, of wood that kind of was hanging off or had kind of come undone, and it really wasn't pleasing. So in my own mind, I'm thinking, okay, if this is on their website and they're showing this to me, you know, how really great can the house be? So for that reason, I said, no, I'm not even going to waste my time, you know, looking at it. But then as it got closer to us making the trip to see some homes, and some of the homes we had on our list had already been rented out, you know, I took a chance. It had said in the description that it had been repainted, you know, so I was assuming that maybe with that they had repaired that part and it was just an old picture they didn't update. So we went ahead and looked at it, and guess what? It was the one that we liked the best. So I guess I'm glad I finally gave in and went ahead and took a look at it. But anyway, that's not why I'm doing this update. But like I said, we're kind of in transition mode. So I'm waiting for our stuff to get here. I'm waiting for my husband to get here so we can get, you know, moved in and start our life together here in Reno. And he'll start a new job. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to try to work. I think part of me would like to work, even if it's part-time, before this baby gets here. But I don't honestly know how willing a company is going to be to hire someone that will eventually not be working anymore. I've already got my Nevada state license, at least the temporary one. The last thing that they're needing, which I've already submitted, were my fingerprints, so we're just waiting for those to be processed. So I don't know. You know, I would like to work in labor delivery or the NICU just because it's something I've never done before. I've always had an interest in it. My career so far in nursing has been majority of medical surgical nursing, which for me, I've done plenty of time. I've done my time. I know how to do that, and I want a new challenge. I also did some correctional nursing, which that's its own challenge, and, you know, it was a good experience, but I'd like to do something else, and, you know, even if they were willing to hire me, it would kind of be for just a little while. Although I could always, you know, once I recovered from delivering, could possibly have the option of going back part-time or even PRN. That way I could still keep my skills up and but not be subjected to a full-time job. But that's not really what we wanted to do when this baby got here. It's important to John and I that I stay home full-time, and I have no problems with that at all. I know that that's the best for the child, and but, you know, just to keep my skills up, it would be nice to do something even part-time or PRN. Anyway, I will see the OB in this area on the 13th of October. I've already seen my PCP doctor. I saw him on the 2nd, and, you know, you had to get a referral. So I saw him, and we kind of talked about my medications that I'm currently taking. And, you know, some of the ones that I'm still taking are category B. Flexeril I take for my neck here. I had a chiropractic injury from it, and ever since that happened, I struggle with neck pain almost every day. And even though I do go and get massages at least once a month to help keep that at bay, it still hurts and it still knots up. So the doctor had me on Flexeril, 5 milligrams once a day at night, just to help all that stuff heal. I wasn't taking it because, you know, My thing is, if you can be without a medication, the better. But I noticed that I would knot up even more and it would just really hurt, and then I would get headaches, so I figured I would just keep taking it a little while longer. So that one I'm still taking. The only one that really concerned my doctor was the trazodone that I take for sleep, which initially was 100 milligrams a night, and I dropped that down to 50 milligrams a night, and I've been doing that for a while. And but I'm not ready to give it 100% up. So he said, "Won't you half the half?" And just wait till I see my OB doctor and let them figure out maybe what I should do with that. So I have started taking 25 milligrams at night. So that's that. Symptom-wise, at first I was not craving anything specific, and I honestly can't say that I really am doing that. I do get hungry, which is something I used to not do. I mean, I could almost go all day without eating, or eating one meal a day, which, yes, I know it's not healthy, but now I get hungry, and sometimes I just have to make myself eat because there's nothing I crave. But I can say that I've been leaning toward raspberries a lot. So at least it's healthy. They say that when you're pregnant, the shedding process in your hair stops. I haven't noticed that yet. Like, when I was barely pregnant, I was still taking the Vitex pills that I made a video about to regulate my hormone levels, and it was working because the breakouts that I was getting had reduced, and it also helped with my shedding. But since I had gotten further into my pregnancy, I stopped taking it because it's an herb. Not that I have a thing against herbs, because I think those are fine, and that the pregnant women in Germany use it up to the first 3 months of pregnancy without any issues. But I think I did it at least for the first month, maybe a month and a half, and I stopped. But I noticed that the shedding in my hair has gone back to what it was before, and maybe even a little worse, or it just seems like a little worse to me, and which confuses me because supposedly that's not supposed to happen. But not everyone is textbook. I do know my hair is growing, because I would have to shave every day, which I had initially stopped shaving my legs just because I'm not going to do it every day. And they got pretty long, but then when we came up here to look for houses, and I knew I was going to be wearing shorts because I get hot very easy, I'm like, oh, I've got to shave just because I don't want the people that were around to think I'm gross and don't shave. So I shaved my legs, but then I stopped, so it's starting to grow back. I have to shave my underarms every day, which I used to not have to. So there is some increase in hair, and but there's an increase in shedding. Emotionally, I've noticed that just even here recently, like within the last a day or a couple of days, that I cry easier about stuff. Now, there's really nothing going on for me to be crying, but watching movies or even sad commercials that normally wouldn't make me cry. Normally it's like, yeah, that's a sad commercial, but it didn't affect me on an emotional level. It does now. For example, one of the St. Jude commercials had come on last night, and you know, the children with cancer, that's always a sad thing. But the emotional side of that, I could feel, or I could imagine, and I could understand, so it did make me cry, which I don't know if I was like that before. I really don't remember. But anyway, I hope that puts me past the crazy, irrational pregnancy hormones to the more emotional hormones, I guess. As long as it's me being nice. I'd rather be sad and nice than ugly. So that's a good thing. Weight-wise, you know, when I went to my OB doctor in September, I was 137 on her scale. My scale is 135, but you know, everyone's scale is different. When I went up here to see my new primary care physician, I think she got 140. And the hotel I'm staying at, of course, it has a gym, and I was down there doing laundry earlier, and they had a scale. They have a gym, but the laundry room's right by there, so I jumped on it because I was curious to see what it showed, and it was showing 137.5 pounds. So, of course, I've gained weight, but I think I mentioned I gained weight way before this, in preparing to be pregnant, I guess. I'll stand up and let you see what my belly looks like. It does look like a pregnant belly, but in my mind, I think it's more fat than it is baby, because I know the baby's the size of a peach right now, and I have way more fat than that. That shows. And I don't know, I can't think of anything else. I apologize for the rambling. I apologize for the long video. Things are well. I'll stand up, I guess, and show you my fatness. It's hard to see my fatness. That's me sucking in. I think that's more fat than baby. I do remember that when I was 10 weeks and a few days, I'll have to look here. I have my little book. On John's birthday, which was 9/16, one of the things I did for him is I took him to the local private ultrasound place, and we saw our baby for his birthday, and 10 weeks and 5 days. Anyway, she got a lot of pictures, and we got, you know, to see him or her on the screen for a while. I guess you've seen it on, no, never mind, on Facebook I have it as my profile picture, but this is our little one at 10 weeks and 5 days. That is his little face. I know it's hard to see, there's a little eye. That's his arm here somewhere. That is his little hand right there, and his or her, I don't know why I say his. I don't have the one that I have on my Facebook profile picture because we actually sent that one to my father-in-law, but it looks a lot like this one. There's his feet, and there's his little hand or arm right in front of her face. So anyway, those are the newest photos that we have. There's a place here in Reno, I've already checked on it online, that you can go to starting at 14 weeks, and you know, they'll do 2D, 3D, 4D, and they'll even do gender determination at that early stage, We haven't decided 100% whether we're gonna find out. I do know that if we decide to find out, we won't tell anybody. It will be just something for us to know, and everyone else will have to wait. So that's something I think I'm planning on getting done, but like I said, I don't know if we're gonna find out the sex. Part of me would like to, because everything is so gender-based when you try to shop for a baby. And then the other part of me doesn't want to find out because of the, the surprise of what are we having. Sorry. Otherwise, everything else is going well. Goodness, almost 21 minutes. I may have to redo this video shorter or edit some crap out. But anyway, I'm doing well. We're doing well. As soon as we get settled into our new home, I'll get John on here to do a video with me. He hasn't done one in a while, and he usually makes these videos a lot more entertaining than I ever could. But I guess that's it. I hope you're doing well, and don't give up on your journey. I know that we're finally, I can't say we're on the other side 100% because we haven't delivered, but we are definitely on the train on our way to the other side. But it was a long, hard wait to get on the train. Excuse me. Looking back on the journey and looking at your videos of those of you that are still trying, I haven't forgot what it feels like to go through all that and end up with a negative test or to have an early miscarriage. So I know your pain, but I also know your courage, and I know that whatever the future holds, that as long as you don't give up, it'll happen when it happens. And I know that sucks to hear, but I heard it all the time, and it's like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, it's not you that is struggling to have a baby. But I can't say when the time is right. It's just, when things go the way they're supposed to, you will end up with a pregnancy and a baby. But I do know your pain. I haven't forgot that. And it's weird to look back and think of all the things we did, and all the medications, all the shots, all the appointments, all the tears, all the pregnancy tests. And it's weird that you go from that to pregnancy and to ultimately becoming a parent again. Or for me, it's becoming a parent again because I have 3 beautiful children already. For John, he's 45, and he's going to be a parent for the first time. So I'm glad that I could be a part of that, making that come true for him, because I know he'll be a good father. He's always been a good husband. No, he's not perfect. Neither am I. I'm a pain in the ass to live with. I definitely can be a big pain in the ass. Because we all come with our own issues, our own luggage, our own baggage that we have to work through in order to learn to love and to trust someone and not be afraid that they're going to hurt you. As I've had enough of that in my life. But now I'm in a good place. And I know that for all the sacrifices we've made, we will do the best we can to be parents, good parents to this child. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to do our best. And you will get that opportunity. Just don't give up. Comments, questions, you're free to ask, you're free to comment. I think that's it, like 25 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna stop so that you can get on with your day if you haven't just given up and stopped it after the first 5 minutes. And if you did, I understand. Really, I do. But anyway, please take care. Know that I'm in your thoughts and prayers and that I am on your side. Good luck with all things. Bye.